RB26 is officially in my Z. It's definitely a surreal feeling, like never thought I'd be able to have this, but it's got a long way to go. We were able to get it in Memorial Day weekend. It had some fitment issues. Had to cut the front core support. I had to cut the subframe in half, but it is using a factory Z trans and a factory Z trans mount. So everything from the engine back is pretty much factory. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. It fits pretty good. It's a little long, but nothing we can't handle. What's next is I've got to finalize the engine placement. Right now it's not perfect. And then rip it all out, shave the bay, paint the bay, put it back in, and do all the titanium fabrication. I dream about those donuts.
Nasty. I've never even seen those or heard of those donuts.
I worship those donuts.
Damn.
All right.
Do you got a blast hat tire for this?
You're less scary to it.
Yeah, I got the headphones in, so we're good.
Oh god. Ready? I'm not ready.
Ready?
Tighten that button up.
Good? That wasn't that bad. Oh!
God, look at these, man.
Yeah,
They look so delicious.
oh, yeah.
That looks so gross.
They're green.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. Who bought those?
It's freaking leprechaun donuts.
You did? You bought them just to try them?
You're gonna eat it too?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Y'all are gross.
Oh, real good. Go on, okay. Hey man, you want one donut? Yeah, they all are the same. So much more fun than any other one I've ever driven.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't driven it much, but even just driving around the parking lot, like the turbo comes on a lot stronger in this car. And it's stock, so it's not like it's modified.
Right.
Crazy. Again, like I've always seen a lot of clapped out Evos, and yeah, this one's just so much better in every way. Didn't need anything, didn't leak any of like the normal like spots, other than like a CV boot. That's, I mean, that's kind of normal. Yeah, I like this car. This thing's sick. Oh.
Here's my 1989 240SX. It's SR20 DET powered out of an S14. Has a Power FC on it to tune it, makes 260 to the wheels. I had it repainted and it just sits outside all the time now. So, and I don't drive it very often, so it's just stays dirty.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like step way back though, like way back, right? Like it's not bad right there. Got a little drift scar right here from a cone, and I got a little ripper there. Well, it's funny is that's happened like 2 days after I picked it up from the paint shop. I did that. So
Seeing it's not for sale sign, does that mean you're never gonna sell it?
probably not. I've owned it since 2005, so I don't really feel like there's much point in selling it. I'm gonna be buried in it. No, I'm just, no, I don't care what happens to it after I'm dead. So I want it to be that 67 Chevelle that sits in the old guy's garage, you know, that he's had for 40 years. Like, I mean, I've I've had this since '05, so 19 years. 2 paint jobs, 5 engines, 4 different sets of coilovers, 3 different sets of brake calipers. Man, I should not be talking about all this. Lesson to be learned: build your car the right way the first time. Wait on the extra money for the better engine. Spend the extra money on new parts. Don't cut corners.
So this is another project we have going on for a customer. It's a 2JZ swapped FD-RX7. You don't see this done very often, and honestly, this is the only one that I've seen in person. It fits pretty decent in it. There's a lot of room up front, but you can tell this is not meant to be in here because it's got a CD009, it's got a custom front subframe, it's got a Ford 8.8 rear end. I mean, nothing about this car is really factory. The interior is painted. It was built in like '08, so it's like an OG build. It stood the test of time. That's the saying. It stood the test of time. It had an old bullseye power turbo.
Bullseye power?
Like, this thing is huge.
Holy cow.
And that's the manifold that was on it. So obviously we're changing it all out. We're going with the Artec exhaust manifold, Turbo Smart wastegate, Garrett G35-1050, the Hypertune intake manifold. I mean, we're gonna go pretty crazy with this. Haltec. This thing has a like freaking dictionary size AEM in it right now. It's huge. But yeah, we're just bringing it back to modern. You know, it'll look like it's era it was built in, but it'll perform better, way better.